Yo, YouTube, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video with the boy Jay. So we're going to be doing a coaching subscriber once again in around, was it Platinum 1 or Platinum 3, were you saying, sorry?
Platinum 1.
Platinum 1, perfect. So we're playing with a Platinum player right now. We're going to be going through some mechanics. So whenever you're ready, let's start fighting, bro.
All right, ready.
Okay, so off the break, I'm going through. I see off the break, I get you weak. I'm going to back you up now. Now that I've got you weak, I can push through. You're now trapped underground, holding this angle. Okay, so I don't mind you shouldering it. That was a good shoulder, but we have to be very quick on our shoulders. So if you watch the kill cam, did you notice that the time you gave me was a bit too much there?
Right. That's something I've been working on. I've been struggling with that, the shouldering, Yeah,
okay, cool. So let's keep having some gunfights, and then that's the first thing we'll kind of go through the shouldering, okay? So right now I'm weak. Let's see how you address this. So I'm weak. I'm going through. You're giving me a lot of time to work with. I'm able to escape. I'm able to now flip the control of the gunfight, go through. So if you watch the kill cam for me, and again, we can kind of stop for a second. So right there's a really good example of just, I feel like you're a little bit slow in terms of getting to your position to have the advantage. So if you go through for a second, so talk to me about your shouldering problem. What is the main issue you're having with it?
So the shouldering, I don't know how much is too much when I'm coming out. So if it's like is it an inch? Is it, you know?
Yeah, that's a great question. Great question. So a lot of people struggle with that. So I get completely what you're saying. Is it like, do I show my whole body? Am I trying to just see where he is? What's going on? So it really comes down to what is your reason for shouldering. So for example, let's say I'm standing up here. Okay.
Right.
What is your, could you go back in the corner? So right now, shoulder me and run back in. So yeah, so right there was the perfect shoulder, because what you were doing before is you were kind of peeking out a bit too much, and then you were like, so what was your reason for shouldering? When you're shouldering, what are you trying to do yourself?
For me, I'm just trying to get some information to see if they're around the corner.
That's exactly why you should shoulder. So I want you to tell me right now, if you do this and get information. So just do that for me, like what you did earlier. Just do that quick little shoulder. They're right there. Did you get the information?
Yeah, I did see you.
So you went for information, you go through and you got your information. That right there is the only amount of cover you should have. Like that was shouldering right there. But what you did earlier was this. You kind of went out and you were out too much, and I was able to kill you. I should only be able to hit you like once. So let's try it again. Even with me pre-aiming, you're to shoulder and back away.
Okay.
Try again. So right there, a little bit too much, okay? So again, your angle. So right now, if you see I'm up there, right? Even the way you're approaching this. So are you aiming in right now? How are you kind of shouldering?
So sometimes when I shoulder, I aim in. Sometimes I don't, just because I know aiming kind of slows down.
Exactly, spot on. So again, it's about why are we doing this, all right? So this actual mechanic, if we're going purely for information, could you stand like here for me, please? So I want you to look at me so you can see exactly what I'm doing, right? So the slowest way to shoulder is this. You aim in and you kind of go out. Now, right now, could you stand where I was up here? And I want you to simply just look at me from this angle. Just from there, please. You can stand behind this head glitch. Perfect, perfect. Okay. So tell me when you can see me.
Yeah, I can see you.
Could you shoot me like twice? Now watch the kill cam, okay? So you could see me before I could see you. Now, obviously that was a very slow version, okay? But if we sped it up, the concept is the same thing. As you strafe left, they can see you before you see them. So what you're doing is when you're strafing out, I'm killing you before you even see me. So could you do the same thing? Go up top for me. Moving. And I'm going to show you just the fastest way to do it. So right now, let's say you're standing there and I want to shoulder. I want to get some information. I'll just go through. Even that was a little bit too slow. So I go through, I shoulder, I back away. That's it. You're just going for a shoulder. I'm going through, I'm side counting, backing away. Now, to take this a step up, what you want to do is you're standing there, right?
Right.
I want you from there to try and kill me. I don't want you to jump down. I want you to stand up there. You can strafe, you can snake. I just want you to kill me, okay? And I'm going to show you what I would do. So what I'm trying to do, and the reason I like to know a bit about the person as well, because you do jiu-jitsu, right? It's like, imagine going for like a takedown and trying to take somebody down straight away, right? You want to kind of soften them up, get a few shots off, stuff like that. I know it's a bit different than like boxing, but it's like boxing. You want to kind of get a jab, go around, then go for it, for like a hook, right? You don't just go straight in for like a kill. So same thing with a gunfight. You want to wear them down. So this is an example. When you're ready, I want you to kill me from there, okay?
Okay.
So you see what I did there? I didn't just commit to a side and stand there. I went to one side, hit a shot at you, went the other side, hit a shot at you, went back, hit another shot at you.
Right,
okay? So you're kind of hitting them from different angles. You're just making it harder for them. Now, The reason why that was easy for me is because you were standing still as a standing target. So one thing you could do up here to make it, if you could stand right here for me again. There's only realistically 3 ways I can go. One way is up here. One way is out here. And one way is through this back area here, right? Are you agreeing with that so far?
Right.
So from here, how do you think you could tell where I'm coming from? What indication right now could you have to tell where I'm coming from?
You know, based upon the direction after he's leaving.
Okay. So but I would say the mini map is a big indication. Like right now, could you, what entrance do you think I'm coming from? The front, the middle, or the back?
I'd say based on the mini map, you're coming from, I'd say like the middle right here.
So this is the middle entrance here, right?
Oh, middle. Okay, no, the back. I was really right here.
Perfect. No, that's okay. I didn't really explain that properly. So let's forget the top for a second, just for this example. So this is the front. This is the middle. This is the back. Okay. So right now, where am I coming? Where do you think I'm coming from?
The back.
Cool. So you should now stand here, and your position should change slightly. Your angle should slightly change. You should think, okay, he's coming through there. So now what you want to do is your head should think, right, from this area, where could he come from? I can either come through this area here, or I could stand right here. Okay. So now your choices have gone from the front and the middle. That's gone now. They're now changed. They're now gone from the bottom or the top. Right. So it's like move number 1 was for me to go through the back. Once I did that, your move number 2 now is to see what angle I'm going through next. You see where I'm coming from? It's constantly changing.
Right.
So now I'm at the back. You should think, okay, am I coming through here? If that's the case, as I go up, you should be centered onto me and you should beat my head off. If I'm coming through here, you should be centered onto me and beat my head off. Okay?
Got it. Okay.
Now, another thing is angles. What I want you to do is when I say now, I'm going to come through the back. All I want you to do as soon as I say now is standing where you are now. I want you to jump left like this. So do it for me just to show me how you're going to do it, please.
You said jump left?
So I want you to like kind of bunny hop around there.
Okay.
So go for it now. Let's give it a go. Perfect. Now, as you're doing this, I want your crosshair to be placed on the back entrance. Right there.
Okay,
bro? Sound good? So like a little drill. I want to see. So as soon as you do, I want you to kill me. And I want to show you something. So right now, when I say now, I want you to bunny hop to this head glitch and just shoot me from the back here, okay?
Okay.
Let's go for it. 3, 2, sorry, go back. I'll say now. That's on me. All right, 3, 2, 1, now. So what you did right there was you repositioned effectively. So as I got to the back, you already repositioned and you are at a better angle. So that's what you need to do in gunfights. When you think somebody's going to be at an angle, you need to get there quicker. So let's slow it down and let me explain my thought process. Could you stand back on the first head glitch, please? If you got there, right, and I was already here, all I would have done is this. I would have snaked this head glitch, and I feel like that's still a hard gunfight for you. Like, can you see me right now?
Yes.
Is this an easy shot for you, do you think?
No.
No, it's quite a difficult one, right? But if you go to the other angle, what about now? Is this an easy shot for you?
Yes.
So can you see, it's all about angles. I wouldn't expect you to challenge me quickly. So if I'm coming through, I'm expecting you, remember, I think you're on this head glitch. But you jumping around that corner, you've caught me off guard. Perfect. You've caught me off guard. So you have the advantage. That's all it's about. Gaining the advantage in gunfights, okay? So shouldering is a big part of that. Let's say I didn't have radar on. So could you go back to the first head glitch for me, please? If I didn't have radar and I didn't know you were there, I would have done this. This is a sense of kind of getting information. I wanted to shoulder, I would do this. Snake it, shoulder, okay, you're right there. Now I jump across. I go through. You just do different things. But when you're shouldering, what you were doing is you kind of just overcommitted. You were like peeking out too much. So just shoulder for information. Once you've got the information, then just have some freedom, have some flexibility. Don't be rigid like, oh, I have to do this, okay? Have some flexibility and just try giving yourself the advantage, okay?
Got it.
Let's keep going through. Let's have some normal gunfights, and I'm going to show you again how I'm creating angles for myself. When you're ready, let me know. I'll start from here, and we'll have some gunfights. Again, just watch the kill cam, please.
Okay. Ready.
Perfect, bro. Ready?
Ready.
Perfect. Going through, I'm going to hold the head glitch here. Let's see how you approach this. Going across. So it's a little bit slow, so it's quite easy for me to manipulate this. I like how you're not overcommitting. You, again, a little bit flat there in terms of no slide cancelling. A little bit flat for me to go against. Watch the kill cam for me. Make sure to watch the kill cam, bro, just because you can see from my POV, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I go through it. I go across. So again, what I'm noticing right now is how are you finding the minimap right now? Do you think you're using it or not really?
Minimap, I'm getting better at kind of like with minimap awareness. That I know that for a fact is a weakness of mine. It's just
it's good that you've identified that. And what's the biggest problem for you with it? Just kind of like in the moment trying to look at it?
It's in the moment and then coming back to my screen, just kind of like not taking my eyes off. It's just, you know, the quick 2-3 seconds to glimpse.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I've lost gunfights where I'm looking at the minimap and then, you know, the guy already popped me and it's like, you know.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a learning curve. I'm quite good at it now because I'm used to it, but looking at it from like an actual concept, like the fact that you have to look at your corner of your screen and then return, it can be quite difficult. So I could definitely see it. For me, my honest opinion is like if you could practice with bots with the minimap on, you just get more comfortable. Because you start to like right now, for example, I look at the minimap, I know exactly that you are on the right side of this brick. So as I go through, I jump and shoot you. So you just get more familiar with kind of using that red dot, red diamond, and just understanding where they are on the map. So if you want to improve that specific thing, I think you can actually train it. You can also use your HUD settings to bring it in a little bit. Because like you said, when it's at that corner, it's a little bit difficult because it's kind of all the way around that corner. So make sure you use little tricks to your advantage, okay, bro?
Right. Got it.
Perfect. Now what we're going to do is I just want to go through some movement. So talk to me about your slide cancelling, your overall stuff like that. Because it feels like now, even when you're checking corners, it feels very, very flat. It feels like you're kind of walking around corners. What do you think about that? Is that fair to say?
That's fair. My slide canceling is snaking is it's pretty rusty. I have to say I'm not really it's not my snaking prowess is not top tier and and slide canceling I do have some issues with that like coming in there. Like, so I'm not sure, you know.
No problem. So starting off, what controller do you use? Are you using paddles? Are you using default? What are we working with?
Paddles, Elite Series 2.
Perfect. So you've got the paddle, so you've got the equipment. So in terms of execution, there should be no problem with your equipment. Okay. So are you using it? What are we working with? Is your paddles with your like left paddle, right paddle? How are you doing it?
So I have it where I have 4 paddles. Bottom paddles is for crouch, and the other side is for jumping, and then I just have the top right is for switching equipment or switching weapons, and then the left upper paddle is for reloading.
Okay, cool. So, whatever works for you. I personally find 4 quite a lot to deal with, but it's all very customizable. So if you find it helpful, that's no problem. That's good for you. That's great, actually.
No,
you have more freedom.
Yeah, I just kind of had it set up this way, but there's some times where I accidentally.
If it is a bit complicated, honestly, I don't think you need 4, bro. You're happy with 2, man. 4 sometimes can be very difficult to use because it's just like you said, they're all next to each other. But we'll talk about that after the session because I don't want to waste your time in the actual thing. But we can go through that. But for now, let's just go through the slide cancel. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you a couple of different movement mechanics that we can do. Okay. So I'm going to stand here. This is my starting spot, and if you come with me, this is your starting spot right here. If you come with me, please. So this corner here is your starting spot. All I want you to do is I'm going to give you a mechanic and I want you to practice that and use it against me, okay?
Okay.
So for example, if I say to slide cancel, this is what I want you to do. I want you to slide cancel around the corner and kill me. Now, if you mess up, for example, if you slide and it's too far, I don't want you to just start shooting me. I want you to back away and repeat the mechanic and kind of get that flawless, okay?
Okay.
So let's start with a slide cancel. Simple slide cancel, start here, slide cancel around this corner and go for a kill. Whenever you're ready, go for it.
All right, I'm ready.
Go for it, bro. So that looked really good. So I think when we slowed it down and I asked you to do the mechanic, it looked really good. Let me watch the kill cam. Honestly, slide cancel was perfect. The centering was good. I'm really happy with that, okay? So you're platinum, so I expect that. That's really good. Now, one thing is when we were going through our gunfights, it felt like you were kind of walking around. So you know how to slide cancel. I think what happens is in the pace of the game, in the pace of the moment, you simplify it. Like, oh, let me just walk because it's easier. So I want you to still kind of stick to those slide cancels, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, again, is that something you think is the case, or why do you think you're not slide canceling in the moment? Because you do it perfectly there.
That's accurate. I have to say, I just try not to do too much extra movement.
I see that because you don't want to mess up, right? You want to like kind of focus on your fundamentals and stuff like that. I will say again, it's like, again, even with fighting stuff that you're quite familiar with, it's like working on those weaknesses in practice is the best way to use them in game, right? So when you have a gunfight, I'm happy for you to slide cancel. Even if it messes your shot up, it's like bringing that to your level will just help you so much.
Got it.
Okay. Okay, so let's keep going. what I want you to do now is I want you to slide. This one's kind of advanced, but still really good. I want you to slide into a drop shot. Have you ever tried this one?
I have not tried that one.
So it's quite different because you're not actually slide canceling. So you're not slide canceling. So instead of pressing jump, you know, after the slide, you press jump, right? Instead of pressing jump, all I want you to do is slide. As before you press jump, just press prone instead. So give it a go. That was really good. Let's try it again around the corner. This time do it and then try killing me. So exact same thing and try killing me.
Yeah, I slipped up on that one.
That's all good. Let's try again. So that is a slide into the drop shot. We're going to get familiar with it. We're going to go through it and make it faster. But on your screen, you see you slide around the corner and then you drop shot. We're going to make it a lot smoother and I'm going to show you how powerful it really is. Okay? Let's try that again. How did you find that one?
That one's actually pretty cool. I've never tried that mechanic.
Shall I show you how it looks, by the way? Just on the other, just a quick note. If you stand here for me. Because on your screen, it never looks as good as it does on the other screen. So I'm going to show you how it looks. Ready? You can turn around. You can stand here for me. Cool. Ready? I'll show you. This is how it looks on the other screen. It's like you literally come around the corner, drop shot in. How did that look on your screen?
Yeah, I look clean.
But it's quite like, do you think it'll be easy to play against or?
No, yeah, that definitely would be solid. I mean, that could something I could add to the, to the repertoire right there.
Exactly. Just having different moves, right? Because a normal slide cancel here is good. So you do this, you're like, that's still good. But if you like come around you like this, it just adds another like layer. Because then if they don't expect it, their centering has to go down. So one thing I realized not recently, but one thing I realized when I'm coaching is like the reason why movement's so important, okay? Is because like right now, if I slide cancel into a drop shot, I know as I drop shot, let's slow it down. As I drop shot, I have to move my crosshair slightly up, right? Because I'm centering onto you. So I know that though, when I move down, so when I go drop shot, move my centering up, okay?
Right.
But you don't know I'm going drop shot. You don't know I'm drop shotting. So for you, you're reacting to my movement. So you're always going to be a second behind. Like, because if I jump there, you have to move your crosshair up. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah.
So you're always reacting. I'm being proactive. So I'll go through, drop shot, go up. I move my crosshair up. So let's try that again, please. So exact same movement. I want you to try and kill me with it.
Okay.
Not bad. Again, we can make it a bit smoother. I think when you're going for the slide cancel, it could be a little bit faster. Let's watch it back and see. That wasn't bad.
Yeah,
that wasn't bad at all.
And again, I have to say the centering is,
Yeah, I was going to say the centering is probably the one thing that we could work on. Again, it takes time. We'll go for it one more time and then we'll move on. But this is something you could have now in kind of your book for movement and you could practice it. So as you're sliding, just slide out normal. But when you're centering onto me, then you just want to go for a drop shot. So just try it one more time and then we'll move on to a different one.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh.
So again, you're seeing now, even though you know what you're doing, sometimes it's just, again, just getting that repetition, just cleaning up, okay? Not bad. How'd you find that one?
Yeah. I found that pretty good, but again,
just, you clean it up. You clean it up. It's a new mechanic. So now let's move on to the next one, which is going to be the exact same thing with the slide cancel, but this time, all I want you to do is slide cancel and then jump right because you're using your momentum. You're moving right. So all I want you to do is slide cancel and then jump right. Just to show you how it looks again, could you stand here? We'll kind of split screens. And I want you to kind of rank it. So tell me out of the three what you think's the best. So this is the slide cancel. Okay. It's a slide into the drop shot. And this is a slide into the jump. I didn't jump there. That's on me. Let's try the last one again. I messed up my routine there. Let's do that again. But out of the two, what do you think's better out of the two there from looking at them?
I personally like the slide jump just because I do use that one a lot.
You do? Oh, nice.
It's tough for them to kind of get an angle on it or either center on it.
Was it there? What I just showed you? Is that what you kind of do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like kind of slide cancel into it like a jump. Perfect. Yeah. Give it a go. I want to see how it looks on your screen then. So something you practice. So let's see how familiar you are with it. That's good. That's really good. But again, the reason why I like kind of moving right, okay, this is really important. Right now, if you're running straight like this, right, could you just run at me when you can, like run straight? If I shoot you, no matter what happens, could you stand back and run towards me again from there? No matter what happens right now, all I have to do is shoot in a straight line, right? So it's very hard for me to miss. But if you do this again, if you come back here, If you do this, if you're going right and jumping right, it's so much harder for me to track you because you're not coming forward. You're actually going right. So it's very unnatural for me because I have to move my aim left. Does that make sense?
Right.
But if you're like, if you're slide canceling and jumping forward, although it's good, you're still in the same direction. Does that make sense? Like you're still coming forward and I'm still shooting you. I'm not really messing up my aim.
Got it.
Yeah? Let's go for that again, bro. That was perfect. Can I kill you? Watch the kill cam for me. Watch the kill cam for me. So that right there was perfect. That was literally the jump into the slide into the jump, but you're going left to right. It's so hard for me to track you. The first time you did it, you actually went forward. It was good, but it wasn't as clean as that. Did you like that from your POV? Like, how did that look from my POV?
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, I'd say I agree. I agree on that.
Like, can you see what I mean? From left to right, so much more momentum than right to left.
Right, right.
Yeah. So again, just adding little things to your game. Obviously, this first session, I want to go through some movement, and then we can maybe get a VOD and go through like game awareness. But could you stand here? So now you're happy with that. Any questions on those movements?
No, just at this stage, I guess, like in terms, I think more even just timing and when you're pressing, because that's a, you know, I don't know if it's like an instant press for the slide into the jump, or even the slide into the prone. Like I don't know if it's like an instant.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think for one of them, it's like, again, I think the more you do it, the more you'll naturally feel it. Because I can't tell you the best answer because it's not really, it's not like sometimes it's different. It's just one of the, it's just a feel for it. The more you play, and to be honest, there's scenarios as well. Like right now, if I go through and slide cancel, if I slide cancel like around here, right? But you're standing there, I might jump backwards after the slide cancel. But there's times where, could you stand right here? If you're closer to the wall, I'm actually going to slide past you because you're closer. So it really depends on the situation, and you actually can manipulate it to do different combinations, right? So it's like, again, going back to jiu-jitsu, it's like, no, there's no real perfect kick, or it's all kind of different variations. So it depends. It's just about having the freedom and understanding, like when I cancel my slide, I can then jump, I can then drop shot and stuff like that. I think honestly, you're doing it fine. The way you were doing it was fine. I think you should just keep that up and keep practicing it. It looked fine. It didn't look like you needed timings right there. I think it looked okay. Okay. But yeah, I mean, in terms of the actual movement, do they make sense, those ones we kind of covered?
Yes, it does. That's perfect.
Okay, cool. So now I'm going to show you a few more. The first thing I want you to do, I like to show everyone. Could you stand right here on the pile of dead bodies, please? Very random. We've got a New York skin and a Groot skin, but we're going to gloss over that. All I want you to do is just aim in for me, okay? I love showing people this. So aim assist. Right now, how strong is your aim assist out of 10, would you say? Without doing anything, just standing still? Just stand still and aim in, aim forward, okay? You don't have, you can just aim forward here. Just aim there.
Okay.
So I'm running past your screens. How strong is it?
It's not strong at all. I don't know if I have the settings. I don't know if it's the settings are different.
No, you're good. I'll show you why. It's funny you said that. So now I want you to strafe a little bit left and right. That's it. Just strafe left and right. Stay there. Now tell me how strong aim assist is.
It's not stronger.
It's stronger?
Wow, yeah.
Could you quickly kill me?
Sure.
So the reason I asked you that is when you're not strafing, you don't have aim assist. But what you did right there is you gain rotational aim assist. Okay? So I'm just gonna show you that again. All I want you to do is just stand still. Don't track me. Just aim here at the wall, okay? Just literally strafe left and right. Pretend I'm not there. Pretend I'm not there. I'm gonna run past your screen and you're gonna see your screen actually drag because of my aim assist. Because of your aim assist, okay?
Okay.
So right now, don't do anything. Don't even strafe. Aim assist out of 10, would you say 0?
0, yeah.
Cool. Now, all I want you to do is just strafe. Don't track me, just strafe.
Okay.
You can start strafing. Perfect. Now?
Yeah, it just picks it up.
Yeah? You see the difference?
Yep.
It's crazy, right? So now, when you're on a head glitch, if you're standing here and you're shooting me, like the very first thing I asked you to do was to shoot me off the head glitch, right? You were standing still. So there's 2 disadvantages from standing still. One, you're not getting that aim assist. So when you're trying to shoot me, you're using your right stick and you're trying to like track me, and it's a bit harder to do, okay?
Right.
So you want to use your aim assist. You want to be strafing like this. You want to make sure that you're a little bit more in control of the gunfight. So when I shoot you, I'm actually hitting all my shots. The other advantage, what's harder to hit me with right now? Could you stand on the head glitch at the back behind you? And I want you to tell me what's this is what we're gonna do, okay? Stand here for me, please.
Moving.
So you're gonna stand here, right? And I want you to slide cancel to this block. So I want you to slide cancel to this block, and then I want you to take me off the head glitch. Happy with that? Let's go for it, bro. Whenever you're ready, slide cancel, take me off that glitch.
All right, ready.
Go for it, bro. Okay, so let's do that again. So talk to me. What happened there? What was it? Your centering? Was it your aim? What do you think was off a little bit off there?
Maybe I wasn't strafing enough or harder enough that I locked on.
Let's try that again. Again, your centering is important. So once your slide cancelled, you should be aiming at my head. Your centering crosshair should be around my head.
Okay.
Perfect. That was so much better. Literally, like in 2 seconds, it was so much cleaner. So what did you change there for the first gunfight?
So I wasn't strafing as
okay.
I guess the left stick was just I wasn't strafing it hard enough.
Okay, let's do it again, because I still think your strafing was a little bit slow there. So even with that shot, I thought it was really good. We could still perfect it. Let's go for one more time. Remember to strafe left and right, okay? But it was a lot better there. So first is your centering. Perfect. Now strafe left and right. Perfect. There you go. Really good stuff. How did that feel in terms of your shot there?
It's solid. I just don't know how hard it's too hard to strafe when is it like a hard right and left?
Oh, honestly, bro, it doesn't make a difference. It's literally just, for example, right here. If you stand up here for me, so you get a nice little angle. Honestly, bro, as long as you're just moving something, it's good. Now, don't think about the aim assist strafe. Think about the cover. So right now, I would simply do this. I would just go as long as the cover is. Like for me, this is perfect. You see where I'm coming from? Okay. Because what you are actually doing is you were strafing here. But think about it. You're now out in the open, so I can get a clear shot on you. So you want to strafe like this, okay? We have 2 minutes. I'm going to try speed through a few like small tips here. But could you stand in front of me, please? But yeah, your question makes it absolute sense. How far do I strafe? I would honestly say use the cover you have, use it to strafe, make it harder for them, okay? The next thing, what's a faster strafe? 1 or 2?
2.
Would you say 2's faster? 1 or 2? What do you think is faster from the 2?
I'm looking at 2.
You think 2? Okay, cool. Watch the kill cam for me. So you're right, by the way. The only reason it's faster is because I'm aiming in and out, okay? So when you aim in and out, when you hit fire, you're a lot faster. It's just like jumping around the corner. When you're not aimed in, you're a lot faster. When you're aimed in, it's a lot slower. So if you're strafing around, like just strafing on head glitches, you want to be aiming in and out to maximize your speed, okay? So it's a really effective tip there. Now, another thing, could you stand back a little bit?
Okay.
I want you to kill me. From there, I want you to kill me. Go for it, bro.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay, so this is snaking. So there's 2 things. First of all, you just saw how difficult it is to kill someone, so there's no reason not to use it in your game, okay?
1 minute remaining.
You just saw that, right? How difficult it is to kill someone. Let's try again. Try and kill me from there. Like, look how difficult. I gave you like 20 seconds and you couldn't kill me, right? It's so hard to kill someone. So that's number 1. Make sure you're snaking because it will just give you so much more cover. It's so good. It's GA'd by the pros, bro. Use that shit. It's literally banned by the pros, rightfully so, because it's so broken. Okay, bro?
Okay.
Next thing. When someone's snaking, what I want you to do is, could you stand on this head glitch and snake for me? So just go prone, go left, go right, like that. Just go prone, go left, go right. If what you're doing is like whack-a-mole, right? In the arcade, you're waiting for the mole to turn up. You're waiting for his head to turn up. What you want to do is you want to pre-fire a little bit. So that when they're snaking, you're shooting them as their head goes up.
Right.
Okay, because what you were doing is you were waiting for my head. As I shot you, I already went down. So you were waiting for the perfect shot, and that's why you weren't able to kill me. Because you're constantly waiting for the perfect shot. You need to be shooting before I turn up so you can get the kill. Right, bro?
Yeah, as there, like you have a specific with snaking, like
I've
and
got
how
actual
you
video for snaking. I'll send it to you in terms of how to do it. But yeah, what was your question on that?
Yeah, that one was because I didn't know, like, okay, is it you know you're hitting prone and then you're moving it, you're like back and forth. Like I didn't know the exact mechanics to that. That's
no, for sure. In terms of that's how to snake, right? But I'm talking about going against snaking just as like a side note. Your question makes perfect sense, by the way. But just as a side note, like when you're going up against somebody snaking, the whole point of cameraing, right, is they can see you a second before you see them. So if you're waiting for you to, like, you know, when I was snaking, you were waiting to see my head, right? You're not going to be able to shoot me because once you see my head, I'm already gone down. I'm a second ahead of you. So you need to think, okay, he's a second ahead of me. Why don't I shoot before he releases his head? That way, just as I'm arriving, you're already shooting. So you're kind of pre-firing it. And that's the slight difference I want you to kind of add to your game. But I'm going to end the YouTube video there, and then we'll carry on. We'll carry on talking. YouTube, show my boy some love. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy that. If you guys want some personalized coaching yourself, hit me up on Discord, and I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.